In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, July 4th, 1930. I furthermore bear witness the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the exalted Christ, and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is our last divine warner, teacher, and guide, and that he is the Jesus in our midst today. It is in these names that I greet you all in the words of Assalamu alaikum. I am your brother Gerald X. And before I get started, I just want to ask each and every one of you watching to please subscribe to my video channel. And I thank you so much for your support. This subject is entitled The Secret Relationship Between God and Satan. The secret relationship between God and Satan, which is somewhat symbolic to the book that we in the Nation of Islam put out in the 90s called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, because we are taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad that the black man is God and the satanic Jews are the synagogue of Satan. But the reason I'm doing the subject, the secret relationship between God and Satan, is because there are many of times God does business with Satan. Now that might sound kind of strange, but if you go to the book of Job, it talks about how the gods were going to meet with the supreme being, the highest God, in whom we call Allah. And it said that Satan was amongst the gods. See? And God called Satan out. And he said to Satan, "What are you doing here? What brings you here?" And Satan said to God, "I've been seeking to and fro, roaming up and down the earth, seeking to whom I can devour." And then God told Satan, "Have you tried my righteous servant Job?" And see, Satan was coming to God to inquire about Job. He said, "This righteous man Job, he's only being righteous because you've blessed him with everything." Satan told God, "If you take that hedge of protection or off from Job, I will make him curse you to your face. I will make Job give up on you if you take that hedge of protection around from him." So God agreed. He said, "Okay, Satan, I will take the hedge of protection from Job, but you cannot kill him." See, that was a deal, a business deal that God was making with Satan. See, Satan can't kill you, but he can tempt you to kill yourself. So that was a deal. So in everyday life, God will use Satan to cause tragedies in our life, to get our attention, to make us become a better person. Because most people don't come to God until some type of tragedy happened in their life, disappointment, dissatisfaction, pain, hurt. See, some type of bad situation have to happen to people, sometimes several times, before we even come to God. So God will use Satan to send tragedy, misfortune into our life. But he's doing it to make us a better person. He's doing it so we can call on him and stop depending on our own money or our own talent or whatever. See? So Satan is like the lieutenant, and God is the commander in chief, you see. But one thing about God is when God sends Satan to bring havoc into our life, he has already prepared us to defeat Satan. Now, we may not know that, but God is not going to send Satan to cause harm and misfortune in our life if he hasn't already prepared us to defeat Satan. That's why he said in the scriptures, he will not give us no more than we can bear. So if God allows Satan to come into our life and cause sickness, breakup of a marriage, loss of loved ones, loss of a job, if he just allows Satan to come into our life and just reap havoc, it's because he has already prepared us to defeat Satan. And he's also doing it so he can deliver us from it, so we can see his power, so we can see his glory, and so we can give him, God, the credit. That's why he do it. So there's a relationship that God has with Satan. Sometimes he uses Satan to make us better. Sometimes he uses Satan to get our attention. Sometimes he uses Satan to make us acknowledge him. And when I say him, I'm referring to God. But it's always for the best. See, when you look at the story of Job, he struck Job with sickness. Job still never denied God. His wife even told him to cuss God and die. And Job called his wife a fool. He still did not deny God. He took his cattle, his sheep, his children became rebellious. His homeboys thought he had did something wrong. They turned on him. Everything went bad in Job's life. He went from living a life of heaven to a life of hell. But while he was going through his misfortune, he still never denied God because God had prepared Job to defeat Satan. And when God had gotten enough of Satan messing with his servant, he told Satan, "You have tried everything you've known how to try, and my servant still never denied me. So Satan, now I need you to take your hands off of Job. You cannot go near him or his loved ones ever again." So God kicked Satan out of Job's life, and he put that hedge of protection back around Job again, and he gave Job everything 7 times more than he had the first time. And that's the way it is with us. When misfortune come into our life, tragedies come into our life, we still have to have faith in God, no matter what we've lost. We could go from a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home to living in a homeless shelter. We still got to keep faith in God and trust and believe that God is going to get us back on track. Lose loved ones, get struck with sickness, lose your money, just everything going wrong. Everybody turning on you. Lost all your friends. Family members won't speak to you. Stick with God. And if we stick with God during those times when he's had enough of Satan, he'll tell Satan the same thing he told Satan when he was referring to Job. He'll tell Satan to take his hand off of us. He'll tell Satan to take his hands off of you because you've proved that you are a righteous servant and you won't deny God. And before you know it, he'll restore everything back to you 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times more than you had it the first time. But all of that hell that broke loose in your life was a deal between God and Satan. Satan was the one that he sent. And I guarantee you, after you've made it through the hell, your relationship with God will be more stronger. Your faith will be more stronger. And you'll uplift the name of God more than ever before. And you will be a better person. And that is what God wants. And that's how he does it most of the time. So that's the secret relationship between God and Satan. If you just stick with God through the storm, you'll always win. and he'll kick Satan out of your life. And if Satan try to come back again, you stronger and you more powerful than him and his temptation. So he'll never be able to take you off course again. The secret relationship between God and Satan. This is your brother Gerald X. Please share with family and friends. Once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I want you all to have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Until next time, assalamu alaikum.